get-around executive needs a way to help potential customers feel comfortable with renting their cars to strangers because he's worried that his business is growing too slowly. We're going to make money by selling a service to peer-to-peer transaction operators that tracks and reports the social credibility of people on both sides of transactions, which are the renters and rentees, sellers and buyers, lenders and lendees, and so forth. Our customers are operators of social transaction services like Airbnb, GetAround, Prosper, Kiva, and so forth, as well as the individuals on both sides of those transactions who are using those services. We will acquire our first customers by developing strategic partnerships that give us quick scale, ideally with someone at GetAround, Airbnb, or another large service like that. The market size is $12 billion in 2012. That's based on, it's about $1.25 billion right now. It's growing. Airbnb grew 800% in 2010. There's been consistent huge growth in this space. So we're expecting, that's a 10x multiplier, but it could actually, that's pretty conservative. It could be way bigger. And this is a $1 billion opportunity based on about 10% of that.
Great. And in the current competitor landscape, there are a few, but there's no one that's actually doing this service right now. The biggest one that could potentially be a rival is the background checks. Folks that do pre-employment background checks and criminal records and things of that nature, though they haven't moved into the social space yet. Other folks that are likely to play in this space is Facebook, LinkedIn, Reputation.com, and some credit reports. And all the ones on the Facebook, the LinkedIn, and such, they're answering other questions. They're focused more on influence and things of that nature. So no one's really paying attention to the space yet. So our competitive and sustainable advantage is our brand. We are the first mover. We want to establish a dominant hold here. Our strategic partnerships with folks like GetAround and Airbnb, and just creating a great, fantastic user experience. You should bet on our team because we have consumer experience. We also have psychological and behavioral-based knowledge that we can apply to this, and we just have a really good entrepreneurial team. Some of our key risks, though, is getting to scale. There may be some limited, right now, there's going to be a limit in terms of the actual market. Right now the market is fairly small, right? So our growth will be tied to theirs. Though the success of ours might also catalyze the growth of this market. Again, there's an intimate tie there. There's our liability risks, though, in terms of who absorbs what risk. And there is a tension between the historical accuracy and what users and what users are willing to share. So our next steps are So above all, some of the things that we need to be successful are we need to we broke it down into desirability, feasibility, and viability, and so we need to have users trust the accuracy of our scores. That's essential, right? And we need to have users be willing to share their scores with others. So that's our homework to do. In terms of feasibility, we need to be able to, we need to have the site owners like Airbnb, GetAround, and such be willing to outsource their own credibility mechanisms to our service. And we also need to check whether or not Airbnb would let them, and so forth, would be willing to pay for such a service. So our next steps are to validate the size of the market, to identify the specific beachhead that we would go in strategy, to evaluate the strategic partnerships available, to find extreme users in various environments, and to survey the ones that have participated but aren't exactly active right now, who've joined the site but actually haven't participated yet. are those who have very limited sharing networks. So some people right now only share things with the people that they know, or only lend their car to people that they know. Right? But how do you get them to lend to people that they don't know, or their friends of friends networks and such? So that's one of the things that we're looking at investigating right now.
Awesome.
So.
Thank you guys.